What's going on, guys? I'm Alex from AmericanMuscle.com, and this is my detailed review and breakdown of the Ford Performance by Borla Sport Catback exhaust system with chrome tips in the split rear exit configuration, fitting your 2015 through current 2.7-liter EcoBoost. So in this video, I'm going to give you a quick breakdown of the construction and materials that went into the system that I have here today, the sound that you should expect to be picking up, what this is going to do to your wallet, and then we're going to take a look at the installation, where I'm going to be giving this a solid 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and about 1 to 2 hours to get this onto your truck before you're making some noise. So the Ford Performance Catback that I have here today should definitely appeal to the 2.7-liter F150 owner that's looking to ditch their factory-style OE exit exhaust for something that's going to be a little bit more on the aggressive side in terms of looks, as well as giving you and your truck a much-needed dose of improvement in terms of tone and volume. Now, right off the bat, I do want to mention that if this configuration is not something that you think you're going to be after, or if you just don't think it's going to complement your taste for your truck, we're going to have a slew of different options available on the website, and that's going to range from anything for an OE style exit, a split rear exit, a twin dual, or even something that might dump right behind your tire. At the end of the day, this is really going to come down to what kind of looks you're going to be after, as well as the sound that you're looking to give your F-150. So again, depending on the look and the configuration that you're after here, we're going to have something for absolutely every type of owner out there, depending on what you're looking to spend, as well as the materials and the sound that you're going to be after. But while we're on the topic of spending, I do want to mention that this Ford Performance system right here is going to come in towards the top in terms of the pricing, and I'll have a little bit more on that for you later. So in terms of the sound and tone that you're going to be picking up here, just like you had heard in the beginning of the video, this is definitely going to be a little bit more on the rowdy side in my personal opinion, and I gotta tell you, it is honestly one of the better sounding systems out there. Now, if you're going to be looking for something that's a little bit more on the quieter side, there's a slew of other options out there, and I might suggest checking out their touring system, but it is going to be a little bit more on the watered down side, and that primarily is going to be due to the muffler that's going to be used there. Now, again, this is going to be a little bit more on the aggressive side, but it's not going to be something where you're going to hate driving your truck on long drives, or if you're going to have your friends or family complaining about the noise in the back. This isn't going to be something that's going to be a little bit more like a muffler delete configuration, but I do want to call it out that you're going to have a ton of turbo noise and whistle here, especially coming on D-cell, and in my personal opinion, I think it sounds perfect. So having a system that's pretty similar, at least to construction, like this that I have here today on my own personal F-150, I can definitely attest to just how aggressive this sounds, be it either on cold start or just by running through your gears. Now, something that I definitely do want to call out is that this is going to be on the loud side, at least under cold start, but once it comes up to temperature, it is incredibly livable. Now, one of the great things about this system is that it's going to give you the ability to go from mild to wild, depending on how far you're going to be running your foot into the gas. The great thing about this is that with a little bit of modulation in your foot, you can make this very mild and livable. All right, guys, so just to wrap up the tone and sound here, I gotta tell you, I honestly think this is definitely one of the better sounding exhaust systems out there for the 2.7 EcoBoost. And in part, we gotta thank Ford Performance as well as Borla for bringing a muffler like this out that's gonna give you an incredibly aggressive tone that's sure to turn heads. At the end of the day, I'm going to be giving this a 3 out of 5 on the Wake the Neighbors or the loudness scale, but again, this is an incredibly livable system when you want it to be and obnoxious when you need it. So in terms of the construction and materials here, guys, it's evident right out of the box, this is definitely a very well-built kit. From your mid-muffler construction to the muffler itself to the 4-inch polished tips, this is going to be craftsmanship that you should be expecting from Ford Performance as well as Borla, and again, it is evident throughout. Now, one of the things that I like the most about this system here, and essentially why you're going to be paying that premium for Ford Performance, is going to be the use of 304 stainless steel. Now, 304 is going to be that much more tough than a 409. It's going to be that much more durable, and it does carry a heavier price tag. So to get a better idea why this is going to command a higher price, looking closer into the differences between 304 and 409, 304 is going to be that much more robust and tough, and that's going to be due to the amounts of chromium as well as nickel that's going to go into this system. Now, what that means for you is that this is going to last that much longer than, say, an aluminized construction or a 409 would, and for the truck owners out there that are living in states that are going to see snow more so than anybody else, this is going to be great for you guys because this is not going to corrode or rust over time, as 409 is going to have a tendency to turn pretty quick. So if you're not from part of the country that's going to be seeing snow regularly for a couple months out of the year, or you're going to have to worry about whatever your local Department of Transportation is putting down on the roads, there's a slew of other options that we have available on site for you. And again, this is going to range from anywhere between the configuration, the sound that you're after, as well as how much you want to spend. But if you're going to be looking for some of hands down the best quality materials out there, as well as the most aggressive sound, in my humble opinion, I would definitely suggest checking out this system for your F-150. So taking a look into the pricing here, like I had said previously, the Ford Performance by Borla Sport Cat Pack that we have here today is definitely going to command a higher number here. And while it might hurt your wallet a little bit at $1,200, you're going to be getting away with one of the best built systems out there, as well as, in my opinion, that's going to give your truck one of the most aggressive sounds. Again, mild to wild when you want it, incredibly livable in the cabin, and obnoxious when you need it to be. Alright guys, so switching gears to the installation portion of the video, just like I had said in the beginning, you're going to be looking at a very straightforward 1 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter and about 1 to 2 hours to get this onto your truck before you're making some noise. Now, one thing that I definitely want to call out here is that depending on your cab size, you may or may not need to pick up Ford Performance's mid-pipe, which is going to be on the product page. So it's a good idea to pay attention to your cab size as well as your bed length to ensure that this system is going to fit properly. So looking ahead here, some things that I would try to have on site before you throw this on your truck, definitely going to be a set of race ramps or maybe even a lift, full socket set, pry bar, and a little bit of patience. Now, most of the install is honestly going to be you pulling off your factory system here, but once you're pulling this off the Y-pipe, everything's going to come back together really easily. And again, you're looking at a very solid 1 out of 3 wrenches and about 1 to 2 hours to get this onto your truck. Alright guys, so just to wrap things up, here are some final thoughts. I definitely like this system for Ford Performance, which is probably evident as if you watch this video from start to finish. I said it a couple times over that this is going to give your 2.7 EcoBoost some of the most aggressive sound and tone out there in comparison to running, say, like a muffler delete system or a resonator delete style, which is going to give your truck a little bit more of an obnoxious, kind of just raw decibel level sound. Something that's not going to be tuned, as well as having a thick and rich full body sound. Again, you're going to be getting away with 304 stainless steel here and a product that was brought to you in conjunction by Ford Performance as well as Borla, which again, I think is one of the better sounding exhausts for the F-150 today. Alright, so that's my detailed review and breakdown of the Ford Performance by Borla Sport Cat Pack system with chrome tips in the split rear exit configuration for your 2015 through current 2.7 liter EcoBoost, available right here at AmericanMuscle.com.